between 2004 and 2017 celebrated self-sufficiency in strategic products like wheat and even exported parts of its wheat surplus.
Hey, politiebureau gaan we naar binnen. Ja. Hey, hobby. Dat is mijn hobby.
Wheat in the current season to make
Oh ja, gastje, ja, die weet je in mijn hoofd.
food prices that
1 mm.
Syria, Libya, and many others.
Ja, hier onder denk ik.
The food crisis that the Ukraine conflict is
Popo.
sparking lead to an implosion of the remaining functioning states in the region.
Oh, daar.
But food insecurity is not the only problem in Iran. There is also water scarcity.
Ja, ik wil je
Whether
ook
in
niet bureau
monarchic or
hebben.
revolutionary Iran, the
Ja,
government
hoogbureau.
has not paid ample attention to its existential threat.
Ja, dat
To
weet
the
ik.
contrary,
Nou.
the Iranian government's policy has been
Oh, daar moet je
counterproductive in terms of
ik ben
providing a water supply.
er. Laat ik
The
bij.
government's mismanagement of the country's water resources will only be amplified by other factors. Global warming and population growth are an added burden of water availability and can cause social disturbances. Today, the country has already witnessed several demonstrations in different Iranian cities in reaction to water scarcity, a trend that will only become worse
Laat ik bij.
and will constitute a formidable challenge to Iran's government and society. Over the past few decades, across the variety of governments in Iran, enough attention has not been paid to water security. For example, the Iranian government
Er zijn al een beetje.
cultivating agriculture that
Daar zijn we.
consumes tremendous amounts of water.
Ik wou godverdomme die kankersmeringsbureau inhouden.
Water system. The head
Ik wou even buurt bij al die smeren thuis, die mensen binnen zijn. Laat ik bij.
and the situation is not improving much after the revolution. The post-1979 prioritized maximum extraction rather than curbing the consumption of water. Although the water problem is partially linked to economic sanctions against the country, it is not the main cause, as the Iranian government claims. Iran documented the international community after the revolution made it reluctant
Nou, drankje. Hij is te laag.
crops
Hangen.
try to be self-sufficient. The coming weeks and months will show that the protests will develop into something big. But although most of Western media outlets would see a revolution as a good change, we have to remind ourselves what happened to Syria. As violent and backward-going as the regime is, the alternative
Aha,
is
eruit. Hoi.
death. And even if these protests do get shut down, the next crisis, as we just discussed, is already in the making. There is no way around food and water insecurities, and Iran will have to face existential threats in the region. It doesn't look good for the region. Surprisingly,
En dan doet hij het weer, ouwe. Ik wil het al, ik zei het toch. Even buiten bereik. En dan doet hij het weer. Ja, zie je, dan doet hij het niet. Laat ik bij, dankjewel. Dankjewel, dankjewel GTA, dankjewel. Dankjewel voor de hulp. Leuk. Dat vind ik leuk. Dat vind ik leuk. Hey. Kijk. Dat zijn leuke dingen, toch? Hoi. Opnieuw.
death of Masa
Ik ben nog niet onder de indruk.
violent police crackdowns in Iran, with arrests and the killing of at least 200 people. Although human rights organizations say the number is much higher, there have also been internet outages and disruptions of the protesters' communication with the outside world.
Ja, right.
How dangerous are these protests for the Iranian regime, and where will they lead the nation into? In this video, I will explain what's happening in Iran right now, why the protests are not only about the death of Amini, and why the situation is way more complicated. Welcome to Dark World. The anti-government protests that have erupted in cities across Iran in response to a young woman's death in the custody of the country's morality police have struck a national nerve. The demonstrations have spread to dozens of cities, and multiple casualties have been reported. Iran is in crisis mode. What triggered the protests was the death of a young woman. Masa Amini, who also went by the name Gina, was with her family on a visit to Tehran from her home in the northwestern province of Kurdistan when she was arrested on an accusation of violating the hijab law. The law went into effect in 1981, after the Islamic Revolution. It has long been challenged by many women in Iran and is commonly flouted across the country. Amini
Mooi
died
gemaakt,
3
dit
days
is het. Zo mooi, GTA, zo mooi af en toe.
to enforce the country's strict Islamic rules. Iran's security forces issued a statement saying that Mrs. Amini had collapsed on a detention center while receiving training on hijab rules. Her family disputed this claim, saying she was perfectly healthy before her arrest, according to news reports. A couple of weeks later, and the country is still in chaos. What started about the protests against the Iranian police is now growing into a wave of protests against the Iranian regime, a theocratic rhythm of the country. But the political situation is more complicated than many believe. Armenia belonged to the Kurdish minority in Iran. In the west of the country, the minority battles for autonomy rights for almost 80 years. Among Iran's 31 provinces, Kurdistan in the northwest is one of the three border regions, along with Khuzestan in the southwest and Sistan and Balochistan in the east, with volatile ethnic issues that have led to protests, strife and calls for autonomy and independence. Stability in Kurdistan is vital, and maintaining territorial integrity. Challenges from Iran's many ethnic minorities. Iran and its neighbors have long perceived the Kurds as a threat due to their numbers, geographic distribution, and resistance to central authority. The Kurds are the fourth largest. The fact that the protests erupted in these Kurdish regions first is no coincidence. The Kurds have long battled the grip of Tehran. In order to crack down, the Iranian Air Force bombed Kurdish border towns in Iraq. As the government crisis in Iraq, Tehran doesn't have to hear any response from the unfit government about that area. And the attacks are meant to be massive, not to the Kurds in Iraq, but the Kurds in the own country. Bombing the neighbors is easy to track. The Iranian attack left at least 9 people dead and 32 wounded. Tehran has alleged that Kurdish groups have been helping with demonstrations. Another important aspect that we should consider when talking about the situation is the fact that many people didn't see their government live in person. The fact that a Kurdish woman was taught to have the protests in the trash. It remains to be seen if the protests will widen in scale and weeks. But in order to bring change, the help of oil workers, steel workers, or even the military is needed. For now, the scale of the protest didn't reach the point. But if one of these groups would really join, the situation could indeed get dangerous for the regime. In that case, we could see an even more aggressive reaction from the government, and subsequently, more deaths. But there are even more reasons why people are protesting in Iran in the past years. Iran has some fundamental problems with its security. Iran is located in the dry belt of the world. It counts among the driest of countries, with an average rainfall of only 250 millimeters per year. In spite of roughly 165 million hectares of land, only about 15 million without arable, with just 18 million hectares used for farming. As drought and other repercussions of climate change strains Iran agriculture, leading occasionally to unrest. The sector is also struggling with a growing population, decades of unsustainable socio-economic development and mismanagement. Confronting a situation that has steadily deteriorated in the past, Iranian authorities have turned to trans-territorial farming as part of their autonomous strategy to achieve food security by type of soil and water restoration. Iran announced that its Latin American ally, Venezuela, has offered it 1 million hectares of land for cross-country farming. It was reported that Russia had also offered 100,000 hectares of land, in an indication that Tehran is pursuing its plans in various countries. The idea of cross-country farming surfaced in Iran more than 2 decades ago, but officials started implementing serious measures only in 2016 as part of their strategy to secure food supplies for the country's 85 million population. Tehran, which between 2004 and 2017 celebrated its self-sufficiency in strategic products like wheat and even exported parts of its wheat surplus in 2017, now needs to buy a record 8 million tons of wheat in the current season to make up the shortfall. High food prices led to the Arab Spring, which destroyed Syria, Libya, and many other Arabic countries in decades. The food crisis that the Ukraine conflict is sparking could lead to an implosion of the remaining functioning states in the region. But food insecurity is not the only problem in Iran. There is also water scarcity. Whether in monarchic or revolutionary Iran, the government has not paid ample attention to its existential threat. To the contrary.
Here's how you can get 1,000 euros off of your Growth Tribe course. If you meet these criteria, you can learn at Growth Tribe for free and claim exclusive rewards by referring.
Dit is serieus, man.
Burger vormt ook de duidelijke handleiding met tips om keer op keer de allerbeste resultaten te krijgen. En u krijgt deze draadloze afstandsbediening om het apparaat zonder voorover te hoeven bukken gemakkelijk te bedienen. Daarnaast is uw tevredenheid gegarandeerd tijdens de niet garantie. Bel 0900 900 9900 en bestel Dr. Ho's Motion Sizer voor 199,95. U ontvangt effectieve motion sizer, compleet met draadloze uitgebreide gebruiksvoortijden.
Ik ben benieuwd aan. Is dat geintje hoor, is dat serieus? Ja, serieus. We hebben weer een noodstoring. Hier weer een noodstoring. Nou, die doet zo weer. Noodstoring. De stroom is eraf, verzekering is er doorgeslagen. Ja. Ja, stop is er doorgeslagen. En dan doet hij weer, wat zei je? Alakbar, spoken. Dan doet hij wel zeker, ja, spoken. Leuk.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel and our mega series of popular investors. My name is Katya and every time I need to hear either person information about some traders. This time is no different, but
camping or
there's also a really contest you're paying for or you're
Mooi zo.
and it has an extra large to keep your head and ears not
Dat wou ik hebben, ja. Die wou ik hebben. Nee, niet. Twee belangrijke personen. Ja, nou ja, die is ook goed.
What are we doing? What's it going to be?
That's why I absolutely love it allows me to move throughout the day to get through all of the chores that I need to do to keep my program. It's soft and luxurious, so comfortable, just as
Die dan.
warm. I absolutely love it. When I wear rainbow hoodie and for a string, you have a child who's holding at it, they really walk in the safe against it. I don't want the zipper cutter, I don't want the strings, but hollow hoodie is perfect. I don't have to worry about strings, I don't have to worry about zippers, it's just a hoodie, and it's new great. So I store my phone there, I never miss an opportunity to read it. It's so soft, baby just loves to have a hoodie with me.
Oh ja, dat is
Because of the hollow hoodie. Those are such great ideas. They look so snappy and warm.
Okay, guys up.
Alright.
I got the Huggle hoodie for camping because I started having to remember 4 blankets. Now I just have to put my kids in the Huggle hoodie before we leave the house. I know they're warm, I know they're comfortable, and my husband and I love them too.
Morse Mutual, how can I be of service?
It's great. Isn't a jacket in a blanket? It's both.
I can do that.
Insulated. Not only does it keep me warm, but I know my kids wear it, it's going to keep them warm too. It's so great.
With the regular sleeping bag, I can't put too close to the fire, and the regular sleeping bag isn't enough. They need a blanket on top. Now I just put the Huggle hoodie over them. They doesn't need their sleeping bag.
Gangster, hè? Dit is mijn kameraad,
The
jongen.
Huggle hoodie is a must-have for every camping.
Hey, joh. Respect. Gangster.
Je kunt hem zelf in met verschillende dekens, maar dit ligt niet comfortabel. En wanneer je erop staat, heeft u het weer koud. Tom Tennis.
Ja, we zijn ook koud, ja.
Het het geheel nieuwe oversized sweatshirt met capuchon dat u op een comfortabele manier heerlijk warm houdt. Dit komt doordat we de meest luxueuze degenstof ter wereld hebben gebruikt, die heerlijk zacht aanvoelt, verwerkt in sfeer op de meest comfortabele oversized sweatshirt met capuchon.
It was almost a homicide. Homicide from the guy with hits for the long bus ride. The record guy didn't got homicide. Can't count how many times I'm out that it cried, go to my room, turn the radio on, and I up to the funny side. And inside, checking the eye. Like my whole relationship with you was a lie. It was you and I, why did I?
Kinderen lekker warm te houden. Trek hem simpelweg aan en echt het niet meer koud. Daarnaast houdt de grote capuchon het hoofd ook lekker warm. Perfect voor je tochtige
Ja, die gangster shit.
of buiten tijdens een koude avond. Hij is heerlijk warm tijdens het kamperen. Hij is ideaal tijdens een gezellige buurbarbecue. En houdt mezelf lekker warm op in de oude tribunes. Dus of u nu thuis op de bank ligt of een wandeling maakt, het gaat niet over het luxueuze gevoel, de warmte en het comfort van Homey Hoodie van Tommy Teleshopping. Bel 0900 900 en bestel Homey Hoodie in een extra warme dubbelgevloerde uitvoering voor maar €59,95. Homey Hoodie is verkrijgbaar in diverse kleuren. Of kies uit een van de Homey Hoodies met een vaagje berenprint. Dit is een must-have accessoire voor de komende winter die u witsen. En bovendien een slimme manier om te besparen op uw gasrekening. Maar er is ook meer. Bestel nu meteen, dan sturen we u een tweede Homey Hoodie in de uitvoering van uw keuze helemaal gratis. Dat zijn dus 2 Homey Hoodies voor de prijs van 1. Dan heeft u er 1 voor uzelf en 1 voor uw partner. En Homey Hoodie is bovendien een geweldig cadeau-idee.
Ja, dat is leuk humor. Oh, wat zie ik nou hier? Cadeautje. Oh ja, ga weer aan. Hallo. Het is Victor, wakker worden, let op u. Wakker worden. Ik heb een telefoon slaapje doen. Oh, even kijken, speaker. Even kijken, speaker eruit. Oh, nou dan is hij geplaatst. Ja, hij is geplaatst. Allah Akbar. Ja, deze weer tussendoor, dat maakt het mooi.
Working is serious and not getting the exercise you need to maintain circulation and good health. And somebody with health issues that we cannot walk because of arthritis, varicose veins, diabetic neuropathy. There could be a lot of health issues which prevent you from going out or walk on a regular basis. Well, no worries. With my motion faster, you can now get passive exercise every single day while you're sitting on your favorite TV show.
Let's go. Kan ik story man, let's go. Bambi. blijven lachen. Al is het dat ook niet leuk.
Daarnaast zorgen de snelle teling voor druisen en diepere operaties. De ongeveer proces van samenwerking en opstand verbetert de bloed- en lymfegebruik. Zodat alle zwellingen worden verminderd en pijnlijk verlicht. De unieke EPL's en warmte functie versterkt de effectiviteit van de motion sizer.
Ja, nu hadden we de titeling. Raar verhaal, maar het is woord.
The notable military achievement, WM-600 Plus, which was showcased during the ceremony on Wednesday, is capable of carrying armored vehicles at once and can reduce the wear and tear on tracks and the other components of the powertrains of tracked vehicles. Additionally, upgraded 100-ton and 60-ton special duty trucks, a mobile medical unit fitted with laboratory, operating room, medical imaging equipment for radiography and intensive care unit, ICU, in addition to an armored ambulance capable of carrying 6 casualties at once were put on display. The ceremony in Tehran was attended by Chief Commander of the Iranian Army Major General Abdullah al-Mousavi, Second in Command of the Iranian Army Mohammad Hossein Ghazvi, Deputy Chief of Iranian Army Subordination Rear Admiral Commander of the Iranian Army's Ground Force Brigadier and a number of other high-ranking military officials. The truck is billed as being equipped with a 700 horsepower engine, which can pull up to 200 tons of weight. Full-size tanks can be mounted on the vehicle, according to...
Hello, this is Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Great. The aircraft is waiting for you at our nearest airfield. We trust you'll be happy, sir.
For any distance, the military officials united the vehicle. Iranian newspapers about the KN-700 Iran's indigenous tank transport. The transporter manufactured by the Iranian Army's ground force has a 700 horsepower engine and a total capacity of 200 tons. The total vehicle called Su-83 can carry 2 tanks weighing 60 tons each. The transporter weighs 2 tons and has 12 gears. It was unveiled in November 2019. Deputy Commander of the Iranian Army's ground force, Brigadier General Ziradoka Namadi, said we have been able to obtain self-sufficiency in production of all the heavy tank transport, stop defense, and flying states, with efforts at vocational and specialized needs. Namadi claims that the Army's ground force is now able to build any defensive vehicles. Iran previously used Soviet-built wagons, including the GAZ-69, GAZ-66, Yo-157, Euro-375, Praz-255, and Oz-537. Russian media reported after the presentation of the super heavy tank transport. However, in recent years, these have been replaced with
Iranian cities in reaction to water scarcity, a trend that will only become more acute in Iran, with arrests and the killing of at least 200 people. Although human rights organizations say the number is much higher, there have also been internet outages and disruptions to cut the protesters' communication with the outside world. How dangerous are these protests for the Iranian regime? And where will they lead the nation into? In this video, I will explain...
Wat het moment hier gebeurt, waarom protesten niet alleen over de dood anoniem gaan en waarom de situatie veel complexer is dan je denkt. Ja, dat willen we weten. Dat is een goede ding, toch?
The anti-government protests
Voor de donkere nieuwe weer. Blijf je denken dat het Allah Akbar.
The demonstrations
Niks te maken met die andere dingen.
and multiple
Moet je
casualties.
koeien met appels vergelijken.
What triggered the protests was the death of a young woman. Masa Amini, who also went by the name Gina, was with a family in Tehran from her home. When she was arrested on an accusation of violating the hijab law, the law went into effect in 1981 after the Islamic Revolution.
En 80 is niet zo'n vlucht van je kast.
Commonly flouted across the country. Amini died 3 days after detention while in custody of the morality police, who enforced the country's strict Islamic rules. Iran's security forces issued a statement saying that Mrs. Amini had collapsed from a heart attack at the detention center while receiving training from children. Her family disputed this claim, saying she was perfectly healthy before her arrest, according to news reports. A couple of weeks later, and the country is still in chaos. What started about the protests against the morality police is now growing into a wave of protests against the Iranian regime and the theocratic grip on the country. But the political situation is more complicated than many believe. Amini belonged to the Kurdish minority. In the west of the country, the minority battles for autonomy rights for almost 80 years. Among Iran's 31 provinces, Kurdistan in the northwest is one of the free border regions, along with Khuzestan in the southwest and Sistan and Balochistan in the east, with volatile ethnic issues that have led to protests, strife and calls for autonomy and independence. Stability in Kurdistan is vital to security on the border with Iraq and maintaining territorial integrity. The province is a microcosm of challenges from Iran's many ethnic minorities. Iran and its neighbors have long perceived the Kurds as a threat due to their numbers, geographic distribution, and resistance to central authority. The Kurds are the fourth largest ethnic group in the Middle East. The fact that the protests erupted in these Kurdish regions first is no coincidence. The Kurds have long battled the grip of Tehran, which sees the minority as a disturbance. In order to crack down on the protests, the Iranian Air Force bombed Kurdish border towns in Iraq. As the government crisis in Iraq is unfolding, Tehran doesn't have to fear any response from the uncapable government in Baghdad and Erbil. And the attacks are meant to be a message, not to the Kurds in Iraq, but the Kurds in their own country. Bombing the neighbor, striking the Iranian attack left that Kurdish groups have been helping to fuel demonstrations. Another important aspect that we should consider when we talk about the situation in Iran is the fact that many people didn't see their government in a good light in the first place. The fact that a Kurdish woman was targeted helped the protests to gain traction. It remains to be seen if the protests will widen in scale in the coming weeks. But in order to bring change, the help of oil workers, steel workers, or even the military is needed. For now, the scale of the protests isn't pointed. If some of these groups would really join, the situation could indeed get dangerous for the regime. In that case, we could see an even more aggressive reaction from the government, and subsequently, more deaths. But there are even more reasons why people are protesting in Iran. Iran is located in the driest of countries, an average rainfall of only 250 millimeters a year. In spite of its nearly 165 million hectares of land, only about 50 million of it are arable, with just 18 million hectares used for farming. As drought and other repercussions of climate change strains Iran agriculture, leading occasionally to unrest. The sector is also struggling with a growing population, decades of unsustainable socio-economic development and mismanagement. Confronting a situation that has steadily deteriorated over the past, Iranian authorities have turned to
kankerhuid. Bang bang, bam bam bam. De muziek komt in de rieltellen. Liedje, zo bijna. Zo, kankerhuid staat erop. Zie je het al op? Staat het erop? Ja, schiet al op. Het schiet al aardig op. Kankerhuid, attertjes. Attertjes, vullige. Down, down, down. Kankerhuid, zo.
Force Mutual Insurance, how can we help you? I'll do my best.
Ik ben binnen, buiten, motortje, kankerhuid, te sterven. Ja, dit vind ik leuk. Wacht even, keren. Piep, klap, klap, kippelen in, nee, dat is muziek. Tik-tak, tik-tak. Zo'n klok. Hallo, muur. Grote Marina, kom mee, Bulgarije. Originele, hallo, muur. Ook. Gouden mensen, familie. Afluisteraars. Anders doet hij dat niet. Elk beurt. En ik filter niks. Sterven. Die kunnen net een pijn en Zelensky de hele wereld over. Elk beurt. Zo. Elk beurt. Elk beurt. Kankerhaters. Zo, die komen boven op. Die komen uit het dak. Spoken. Dat was Spookje Kasper. Kasper en Spookje. Bulgaria. Lakbe. Ik ga het laten, denk ik. La 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 la. Zo. Mama. Allah Akbar, november 2020. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar.
Pegasus Lifestyle Management, how can I help you?
De slimme vertaalbaar mag in uw huis niet ontbreken. Stelt u zich eens voor wat er kan gebeuren als u valt. Een gebroken heup, maanden van operaties in
Great. The aircraft is waiting for you at our nearest airfield. We trust you'll be happy, sir. Call again. Goodbye.
Ja, mijn kloten. de gemoedelijk ben. Ook iedereen, kijk, doodsterven allemaal. La 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 la, ja, la la la. Iedere keer sterven door die kankerhaat. Leuk en gezellig hè daarna hè? Leuk hè daarna? Ik lach. Oh, hoe de andere kant op ja. Agressieve mensen. Nou, weer even schieten. Hé, Pavel is weg. Pavel is op vakantie. Dat is Paveltje. Pavel heeft pauze. Nou, die is ook zelden. Zo, dat is hetzelfde, dat hij vakantie is. Teken bewust. Oh, leuk man. Kankerhuiden. Doedoelila. Zo. Zal er op het water even kunnen. Maak er een mooi spelletje van. Mooi met watertje, even bij die boot kikken. Even bij die bootje kikken. Bootje kikken. Kankerhaten. Man, ga je leven toch? Zo. Ja, zo, eet je schoon weer uit de kool. Ja. Zo, gaan we weer even zitten. Neemt u maar plaats. Basie, waterverfie. Denk ik.